Hello everyone, my name is Hilde and welcome back to my channel for, believe it or not, a knitting video. I initially forgot to film the intro, so I'm filming the intro with the yarn I bought because I thought I still think I don't have enough with the two skeins I got for Christmas. I got two of these, which is R10 by the Wee Yarn Company, and this is in the colorway Hello Queen. Look how gorgeous this is. This is one of my favorite yarns. Well, my favorite colors of yarn. And I started this project and then, like I said, forgot to film the intro, wow, words. I forgot to film the intro because I am a doofus and I did film a bunch of clips. So pretend I, filmed the intro like a normal person, and then this is how it was going. Let's just get into that. This is what I absolutely despise about the Adiclick needles. See, it just plopped out. So now there's a lot of stitches that fell off and I hope I can fix it. Fingers crossed. So I won't be able to show you this on camera because I'm not gonna take this upstairs and set up the copy stand because that is just too much of a risk. But what I did is I put flocks in here. They're like the bendy ones, that multi-purpose tool. And I can plug that, sort of shove it into the needle. So I'm gonna try and shove them all back on there. I know I dropped one, but that I can pick up. So that's not the end of the problem. That's not the end of the world. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm so annoyed. And after this row, I'm going to put these away. And there's a fair chance I won't be touching these fucking Addy needles in like a long while. I hate the system. It was so secure, and then just from knitting, it just like unclicked. Terrible! Absolutely terrible! After some very serious finagling, the crisis has been averted. The dropped stitch has been picked up. If you use Addy lace needles, make sure to always have one of these guys at the ready and a spare needle. I am trying to knit, but Joop is absolutely obsessed with the pulwort. See, he keeps on like using it as his pillow, and he's already done the squish test on my whip, and it's very much approved. He loves pulwort. He's like, give me the knit, give me the knit. See? Oh, Joop, silly bugger. Yeah, I love you. Yes, I do. You silly puss. Chaos, am I right? At least I have the entire body done now, so that is great. Look at it. It just needs armhole ribbing and a button band, and I don't actually have buttons at this point. My friend Noelle is gonna 3D print buttons, but in case I want to wear this to Breidagen, if I finish it on time, I'm just gonna put 4 different buttons on that I like for now, and I can always replace them afterwards. But this is all I have left over at this point. And I might be able to do the armhole ribbing with this. But I mean, I definitely have enough lace weight, so that's not an issue. But I will not be able to do the button bands with it. But thankfully, I have 2 more skeins. Hooray! So I'm gonna cake 1 up, because I'm definitely not gonna need 2. And whatever I have left over of this after armhole ribbing, I'm just gonna put in my leftover box, because eventually it will get used up. I'm holding it together with a strand of Wild Atlantic Yarns Una in Sunset. And yeah, as you can see, they match super well. And yeah, it's giving me the gauge I want, which is amazing. Always good. And yeah, so the button band will be in another dye lot, but it's not gonna be a huge difference. Because if I hold them against each other, I mean, I can't tell. So that's great. And even if you can't tell a little bit, I mean, I don't care, and I have to wear it, so it's all good. But yeah, thank you to Ross for like sorting me out on more skeins, by the way. Much appreciated. So yeah, I'm just gonna carry on, and I'll update you when I've done more on it. I am finished. I'm done? I'm not sure. I have finished knitting this entire garment. This is the badrukje. Yeah, I feel like I picked up the same amount of stitches, and I kind of feel like this time I had too many. It's a totally different yarn. Normally I knit this in merino, so I am slightly flabbergasted, but it still looks really nice. And yeah, I am now going to do afterthought buttonholes, and I bought these beautiful, if it focuses on them at least, beautiful buttons at Breidagen. I got 6 of these guys in total, so I have the spares, which is always good to have. They're coconut, and the seller was more or less convinced that these would be waterproof. But then he said like, oh, but you could always put some tin foil around them when you wash them to keep them dry. And I was like, okay. So I put some Mod Podge outdoor. I said that weird. So I put some Mod Podge outdoor on these guys. And then I sealed the Mod Podge after 24 hours, more than 24 hours. I sealed it with some Games Workshop Purity Seal, which is their varnish, spray can varnish in, well, the satin one, which is the one I had. So I'm going to attach 4 of these guys and then put the other 2 away in my pot of spare buttons. So if I lose one, I will have spares, and make some afterthought buttonholes. And I'm not going to film any of that because I have a cold. I don't think you can hear it yet, but my nose feels all stuffy and sniffly, and my throat is scratchy, and I don't feel great. So I'm just gonna do this, and there will be a reveal after this. Before I get to my final thoughts, I have an art interlude I hope it's focusing on the art. Let me give it a go. But yeah, my friend Valentine made this for me. She gifted this to me at Brussels Manga because I had told her I wanted to film a skit. I will link to it down below. It's in my shorts anyway. I wanted to film a video where her as the remembrancer, she actually does art of remembrancing things, so it totally counts as a cosplay, right? And our space marine went on a heroic melon soda quest, but Martin, the space marine cosplayer, poor guy ended up getting stomach flu, so he couldn't come. But then my friend Jana, who is cosplaying the Remembrancer for the 180th of Greek, she came with us. So it still happened, and it was still super fun and just hilarious. And we laughed so much. But Valentine had made this beforehand, so I could definitely include it in my videos. And I mean, I love it so much. I super appreciate this. Valentine, thank you so much. I love it. It normally lives in my studio up there, but I took it off to show you guys, because come on! This is amazing, right? Anyway, on to the knitting. And it is done. There was a reveal, but I'll stand up again. I don't know how well the buttons show. I can't really see what I'm doing because my eyesight is so poor, but I hope it's at least showing the buttons. I love the buttons, they're so cute. Even though I had to double seal them, first with Mod Podge Outdoor. Regular Mod Podge probably works, but I only have Outdoor. And then to get the tackiness off, I went over that with a spray coat of Games Workshop's Purity Seal, the satin varnish, because that's what I had. And yeah. Well, I also had the Green Stuff World gloss, but I'm not convinced that it isn't glue. I've given it to my friend Noel, and I've literally told him all the, caveats. So he is very much aware of the shenanigans that, and not in a good way, that ensue with that, but he wants to experiment on Tyranids with it, so it's all good. It's gone to a good home, that aside. But we're not here to talk about a varnish, we're here to talk about this. I really love this. The yarn has really softened up since I washed it. And, well, I washed it and blocked it first, and then I had to wash it again because Salem was sleeping on it, and it was really warm, and cats, like dogs, and other animals also sweat through their feet, so it was not smelling very nice, so I washed it again. So it's not very soft as my usual merino wools, but it's fine, it's still super soft, and I feel like it's a little bit stiffer, if that makes sense. I feel like the fully merino ones, because my gauge is so loose, so that's probably a me problem, they kind of become baggier very quickly, whereas this holds its shape a little bit more. I don't mind them being baggier either, but this is just a difference that I've noticed. And yeah, I really, really like how this came out. I really love this. I love this yarn, and you may have noticed this. This is something I also knit out of Hello Queen. So it's the same yarn, but this is the Hyacinth Boucle held together with that same Una lace by Wild Atlantic Yarns, the sunset one. So you can see the difference. I'm gonna move you down a little bit more so it's less me and more débardeur, so you can see the difference. The color is not exactly the same, but just has that low contrasty vibe that I like, because this is a little bit more brighter and this is more like a richer, darker orange. But the color difference is very, very minimal, but I really like it. I'm so chuffed that I have both of these pieces. I'm only going to do this for a moment because I will boil if I keep on wearing both with that studio light. It's warm enough as is, but yeah. So if I wear them together, it's still really, really fun, and I'm super into this. I am so into this. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this came out. Let me know in the comments down below, what is the favorite thing you've knit this year so far, because this is definitely mine. Or just leave a comment. If you do leave a comment, please be kind. I'm sure there were cats somewhere in this video, I hope. Otherwise, I must go and find the cats during the editing process. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already and you want to stick around for more shenanigans in motion. Hit that notification bell so YouTube hopefully actually tells you when I've uploaded a video. Appease the robot overlords of the algorithm. Yes, I am now saying algorithm instead of algorithm, and my friend Vera was like, that is a hilarious pun. And I was like, it's embarrassing. It took me this long to come up to it. Come up with it. Words. Anyway, I'm gonna go and enjoy the nice weather now. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!